Hey guys, what's up? It's your favorite YouTuber Jaya. Welcome back to my channel. We talk about all things money, finance, and entrepreneurship. Guys, in today's video, we are going to be talking about 5 of the best bank accounts for 2023. Of course, having a bank account is probably one of the first steps into becoming a financially responsible adult. For example, every single bank account comes with something called a statement balance. Your statement balance is available to you at the end of every single month. At the end of every single month, you can go through your statement balance and you can see where you spent money, because it shows every single purchase you made with your debit card, and you can see how much money you spent on food, how much money you spent on entertainment, bills, and all of those other things. There are a lot of different bank accounts to choose from. It could become so overwhelming. I don't know about you, but I'm the type of person is when I have too many choices, I get very overwhelmed. I'm like point A or point B. Once we start getting into C, D, F, I just get overwhelmed with the amount of choices, because like, what if I make the wrong choice? And when it comes to bank accounts, having the right bank account can help you reach your financial goals with some of the benefits that it has. Having the wrong bank account could also hinder you from reaching your financial goals, because it can charge you fees. You can have issues with your account. You can have holds on your deposit. It could just have so many issues if you end up choosing the wrong bank account. There are a couple things that you should be looking out for when you choose a bank account. I used to be this is the best bank account and you should use this one. This is the best bank account and don't go to that one. But now that I'm older, I realize that the bank account that you choose depends on the type of situation that you were in, and you should choose a bank account that is going to help you reach the personal financial goals that you have. The main point is that it's just important to weigh the pros and cons of every bank account that you want to choose. Coming in at number 1, the first bank account that I have on my list is the Discover checking account. One of the biggest issues that you can have with your bank account are fees. Overdraft fees, transaction fees, ATM fees, account fees, just fees. They charge you a fee for anything. They charge you a fee just for having the bank account, and it just becomes too much because the fees end up adding up. Sometimes you could pay up to $50 a month in fees depending on what bank account that you have. And Discover charges no fees. There are no fees to have this checking account open. A lot of banks will charge you $6 a month, $5 a month, and that's basically like you paying to have a bank account open with them. Discover does not charge you a fee for opening up a bank account. Discover, also another reason why I really like this checking account is because it is a cash back checking account. Cash back is typically a feature that you only get with credit cards. If you don't know, cash back is when you purchase something and you get a percentage of that money back based off of the categories and a whole bunch of fun stuff that we're not going to get into because this isn't a credit card video. But cash back is typically a feature that you only get with credit cards, and the Discover checking account gives you 1% cash back on all purchases. And that's one thing that I have with my debit card. I'll use my debit card if I'm trying to be diligent. I'm not using my credit cards right now, and I'm just in a mood where I want to use my debit card. But I always feel kind of sorrowful because when you use your debit card, you don't get anything back. And when you use your credit card, whether you get in travel points or cash back, you're getting something back for the money that you spend. And with this checking account, you can finally start getting something back for the money that you spend. And 1% cash back is probably the lowest tier of cash back that you can get, but it does add up over the years. If you let it accumulate over the years, you may look at your Discover checking account and see that you have $50 in cash back just for spending money that you would have already spent to begin with. Coming in at number 2, the second bank account that I have on my list is Chase checking accounts. Now, I'm speaking from personal experience when I say that I have been a Chase customer for about 4 years now, and I've had my ups and I've had my downs, but overall, this is a great checking account that I would definitely recommend for a multiple of reasons. Coming in at reason number one is that the app is beautiful. It's seamless. It's so easy to use. They have so many different features. The spending analyzer will automatically take money that if you made a purchase in food for food, they will automatically put it in the food category. If you made a purchase for travel, Uber, they will put it in the transportation category. And then at the end of the month, they will show you how much money you spent on food, how much money you spent on travel, how much money you spent on utilities and bills. And it's very humbling. It's very humbling, but they automatically do it for you. And that is a wonderful feature. So when it comes to the mobile app experience, just the app itself, it is a wonderful experience. You don't want one of these like offshore banks with a terrible mobile app. I'm sorry, I'm Gen Z, okay? I can't deal with bad digital product, okay? I need seamlessness. I need advanced innovation. You know, we have to stay with the times, okay? We have to stay with it. Number 2, they do not charge you a fee for your student checking account. And you can have your student checking account from 17 to age 24, but after you graduate, you will have to register for a regular checking account. But for the time being, take advantage of the free checking account. Chase is widely accepted around the country and around the world. If you go out of state, if you go out of the country, you will most likely be able to find a Chase ATM. So you do not have to worry about that, as opposed to if you had a smaller bank. Overdraft fees, however, they will not charge you an overdraft fee if your account is overdrafted $50 or less, regardless of how long it's been overdrafted. However, if you do overdraft it more than $50, they will charge you a $35 fee for every transaction that overdrafts your account. So that is something to consider. Overdraft fees are something that we have to deal with, whether you do it on accident or whether you do it on purpose. But it is important to make sure that you have a good understanding of how your bank handles overdraft fees, because they do add up. Coming in at number 3, we have a bank account that I am very excited about. We have the Ally High Interest Earning Checking Account. Now, I am familiar with and I have the Ally Bank High Interest Earning Savings Account, but they also have a checking account that you can attach to it. If it is your financial goals to start saving money and be very diligent about saving money and reaching certain goals, Ally Bank is the way to go. Ally Bank has this feature called buckets, where you can transfer money into certain buckets depending on what you're saving for. So let's say you have a traditional savings account and you're saving for something specific, but you also just have like your regular life savings, and then you also have like, saving for a pair of shoes that you want. That's all going into the same savings account. But with Ally Bank, you can designate a certain amount of money to certain buckets so you can see clearly how much money you are saving for each specific item. You can also turn on the goals, where you'll have a tracker that will show you how far away you are from reaching the goal for whatever particular thing you were saving for. And so the Ally Savings Account buckets feature will really help you reach your financial goals when it comes to saving. Now, why is that so important in referencing the Ally Bank personal checking account? Well, I personally can testify that because I use an external bank, Chase, it takes about 3 to 4 business days for the money to transfer from Chase to Ally and from Ally to Chase. If you have an Ally checking account, then you can transfer money in between savings and checking accounts instantly. And then you can also set up an automatic transfer. You can set up an automatic transfer with any bank, but it takes about 3 days for it to get to Ally Bank, as opposed to if you had an Ally Bank savings account, Ally Bank checking account, then it would happen instantly. They also do not have any monthly maintenance fees, so they don't charge you any fees for owning this checking account. I do have an Ally checking account. I do not use it, and they have not charged me any fees, and I probably had it for about 8 months now. So definitely, they do not charge you any monthly maintenance fees, and that's something that you definitely want to look out for. And this is an interest earning checking account. So like the Discover gives you 1% cash back on all purchases, so you're earning something when you spend money. With this checking account, if you leave money sitting in the checking account, you earn 0.10% interest on whatever money is sitting there, because interest will accumulate on the money that you leave in the account. And I know what you're thinking. You don't even have to say it. 0.10% cash back. Really? What is that? Like 50 cents? It's 50 cents more than you had before. And that's all I have to say about that. Coming in at number 4 isn't a specific bank account, but it is a type of bank. I would recommend opening up an account with a credit union. Some examples are Navy Federal and Delta Credit Union. If it is in your financial goals to purchase a home soon or to get a car, credit unions are known to give out lower interest rates on auto loans and mortgages because they are more centered around their customers, as opposed to big commercial banks who are more centered around earning profits. Since a lot of credit unions unions are nonprofits. They're here to serve their members with a specific purpose. So a lot of credit unions are specifically for people who are in the military, or specifically for the elderly, or people with big families. And so credit unions are more likely to serve their members, which is why they give out lower interest rates on loans, but they also give out higher interest rates on savings accounts. So if it is in your financial goals to do anything that's going to require a big loan in the future, I would open up the checking account with the credit union now and going ahead and start using it now, so you're building up a relationship with them. So when it's time for you to actually apply for the loan, you have a history of being responsible, so they're more inclined to give you that lower interest rate and approve you for the loan. And that will definitely save you money in the long run, because interest rates can cost you thousands and thousands of dollars on top of the purchase that is already thousands and thousands of dollars. So that is definitely something that you will want to save money on whenever you can. And last but not least, we have the Capital One 360. So Capital One started off as an online bank. However, I'm starting to see that they are opening up a lot more physical branches. I recommend this just because it seems like it's starting to become a pretty solid checking account with the features that they offer. They do not charge any monthly maintenance fees. They do not charge any overdraft fees. And they are starting to open up more physical branches, which means that there are more ATMs. So you'll be able to use an ATM that is in network, so you do not get charged any ATM fees. And because Capital One started off as an online bank, you know their mobile banking experience is just seamless. You know it's so easy for you to use the app with all of the features that they offer, because they started off as a mobile bank and now they're branching out into a physical location. So if you're looking for a solid, easy, fee-less bank to use, the Capital 360 seems like a pretty good option when it comes to reaching your financial goals. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure you give a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy it, please tell me why in the comments, because constructive criticism is always welcome. How am I supposed to get better? You know, make sure you comment down below. Comment down below, what bank account do you use and why do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you hate it? Do you want to close it and open up a new one? Tell me in the comment section down below, and maybe others can be steered clear of bank accounts that you don't like. So comment down below, what bank account do you use? Do you have any bank account horror stories? And all of those great things. And last but not least, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. We're getting our financial future together. We're talking about bank accounts. We're talking about savings accounts, saving up for houses, mortgages, car loans. We're doing all of the fun stuff over here. Okay, so make sure you subscribe. And in the meantime, stay strong. Bye, guys.